Hi, I'm Daniel Lucas.
Hello, I'm Alessandro Mantoni and welcome to Food 101.
Food, people. Let's talk about food. Oh, Shafi.
Hello, Daniel, how are you?
I'm fabulous, Shafi. And thank you so much for being part on Food 101, Shafi. From the
It's always a
bottom of
pleasure,
my
you know
heart,
that.
yes, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so proud of you that you are my co host on Food 101.
Thank
And
you.
where have you been?
I was in Italy for a bit. I was visiting my parents after so long, so my
Yes.
sister, of course, and my nephew and niece over there in Italy. And yeah, it was amazing, too short.
Too
I
short, but
think
too
I would
short,
love to
but
have a longer one,
yes,
vacation.
too short but sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. It was very sweet.
Yes.
We really enjoy time with my parents or my family here. So it was good. I eat a lot,
Yes.
that's for sure.
You gain more kilo.
Yes, I came back with 4 kilo in more than usual.
Yes. And people, we are so excited to share to you that we are number 11 of Best Food Podcast given by Feedspot. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, from the bottom of our heart, thank you for our listeners who are really listening to us through thick and thin for this 4 years now or 5 years. We're doing
Mhm.
Food 101 with Chef Alessandro. Thank you so
And Daniel
much.
Lucas, of course.
Yes, and we will assure you that our fifth season will be bigger.
Better and bolder, that's for sure.
Yes, that for sure. Bigger, bolder, people. And thank you so much for being
We
number
always achieve
11.
something, every year. So that's good. And think
Yes.
about it that we just do for fun. It's more
Yes.
than great.
Great job. Vote for us. So, Shapi, let's have a big hand for us.
Yes.
Clap her. Please give us a big applause for both of us. Oh. So, Shafi, what we gonna talk about today?
Well, we talk about some origin of the of pasta. Just come back from Italy.
Yes.
That's I eat lots of pasta.
Yes.
You go back to your house, you go back to your mom, your dad. You always when I go over there, it's always food. It's not just food
Yes.
101. It's just food.
Food, people.
Yes. So well, talk about the origin of the pasta. Of course, the pasta. It's always remain for the Italian cuisine. It's a symbol. It's not just food. It's a culture. It's a tradition. It's an innovation. And talking about the origin of the pasta, we date back so long ago. So even before the Romans, uh, create version of pasta even over the 1000 BC anyway. So,
Yes.
however, the Greek and the Roman significantly influenced the origin of the pasta in Italy, practically. And for example, Cicero expressed his love for laganum. Laganum was at that time an ancient form of lasagna. So we're talking about so long ago. So everybody's talking about, we're talking about China. Yes, of course, Marco Polo was bringing from China. China have before or a long time before of course of the Roman Empire, even more than that. Their own noodles but in time after time, we change the way the Italy wants the pasta, how we evolve in producing, making, in give different shape. We don't just base ourselves on noodles, but like a spaghetti, but we have different kind of shape. So with the time, we change a lot. And Of course, if you go looking behind where really coming from, yes, I will maybe think, okay, it would be, China, because the noodles been created before that. But
Chinese, yes.
there is so many story and based on where really happened, and even from before, like I say, from before the Roman Empire, it was already made in the past. So thinking about only flour and water mixing together and and make it dry up and give it a shape, that's how it's being created.
Mm. So, Shafi, can you share to us how to make a basic pasta in your own recipe?
Oh my God, I give you a simple recipe, very easy. Okay, 100 grams of flour, one egg, and a pinch of salt, and a little teaspoon of olive oil. That's it. Simple like that. One egg, you're looking at 60 grams of egg, about. That's
Mm.
how you can make a home. So, you don't go too fancy, don't go too crazy to make more, I want it more yellow. So if you want it more yellow, the dough, you need to put only yolk. So you can do that, but it's going to be an expensive home. But if you want to do a home, you want to try to make a pasta home, that's the most simple recipe that you can get. Or you can have, like a flour base if you don't want to add the eggs on. So it's just flour and water and a little pinch of salt. Simple like that. The shape of the pasta, it's crazy in Italy. You go
Different
in the
kinds.
supermarket, you don't know what to buy, because it's unbelievable the shape of pasta they create in Italy. This, the pasta companies, you're talking
Mm-mm.
about short pasta, long pasta, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine, tagliatelle, pappardelle, you going with short, you go rigatoni, penne, fusilli, keep going, there is so many,
Farfalle.
farfalle, when the good about Italy, they create the pasta, they combine it with specific sauce. So let's talking about, like for example, you want a long pasta, a suggestion would be, nice, tomato base, you know,
Yes.
or if you then depend of course of the origin with which part of Italy you're talking about. Like if you want to go, and you want to go to Naples, you want to get spaghetti alle vongole, for example, clams pasta. So it's all some specific pasta is made for specific sauce. Okay, for example, I saw now you put all the pasta on the screen. There is over there, it looks like penne vodka or something like this. It's kind of pink sauce over there. So now there is
Yes.
a specific sauce for specific pasta. Farfalle, for example, farfalle you can make pasta salad. It would be amazing.
Yes.
La asa fusilli too. Fusilli would be amazing for pasta salad. And tagliatelle would be a nice ragu, or like wild boar ragu, or a nice bolognese ragu, of course. And for example, linguine, okay, of course, you're looking at Liguria, you got your pesto, linguine al pesto, and they're fantastic.
So, Shafi, can you explain why durum wheat become the preferred grain for pasta?
Well, because it's dry up, it give you the perfect result at the end when you boil. It lasts very good on holding the cooking temper, the cooking way. And when you make, I prefer to use semolina rimacinata when we make pasta, because it's very good. I mix with the farina 00. It's an Italian flour, 00. It's very good for pasta. So if you go in any grocery store, especially if the import store, you can find different kind of flour, specific for specific thing. Like if you go now on the any kind of grocery store, you find the all-purpose flour, the baking flour, the bread flour. We have even pasta flour too, as we have even pizza flour. So there
Mm.
is a specific flour that they are better in quality, as at the end is going to be the result, the final result when you boil it. how longer they're going to last better in the water. They're going to keep the nice and al dente. So if you're looking at, for example, you can use all-purpose flour at home. That's not a problem,
Yes.
but it will lose a little bit when you cook it. But the result is still there if you eat it right away. It's not a problem, But if you really want to be more professional, I will not say professional, but you want to really have the nice best result, I would suggest to go and find the real, the good double zero pasta for flour. Sorry, for pasta. I think it's the best one.
The best for sure. So, how do traditional pasta shapes reflect the regions they come from, Italy, Shafi? Just
Why?
like your place in Rome.
Yeah, well, it depends where you go in any region. Like I say, you go Liguria, you got linguine. That's the best. Linguine is the best match for the linguine basil. Go Bologna, you got tortellini, you got the typical, bolognese, tagliatelle bolognese, And for example, you go to Napoli, you got the spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Spaghetti is, more popular over there than, macaroni. So
No
it's all
kitty.
depend of the region and what kind of sauce was coming up. A long time ago, there was making by hand the pasta. Was not all this machine that we have now. Now you can find a machine that will give you all the different kind of shape that you will like. But before I was doing by hand, so you're looking at, you go to Saudi, that you're gonna have the ricchette, that was making by hand one by one, and still actually they do it. It's not that they do it still by hand.
Mm. By manual. You
Yes,
imagine?
yes. I still like to do it because I want to keep the tradition even when I work with my staff. I want to teach the real things. I don't want to teach the easy way. To just get a package from the store and cook it. So it's
Mm.
so nice to teach and grow up a new cook in the right way. The way that I grew up when I was a teenager. Start to learn how to make ravioli, tortelloni, tortelli. Keep going. Cappelletti, cappellacci. There is any kind. That's the beauty of this job, the one that we do it, because we love to share with our staff our knowledge and our history of food for
Yes,
our
he's
country. I believe you got Filipino spaghetti, no?
yes, the
Yeah, so
sauce.
you can talk about your spaghetti, eh?
Yes, spaghetti. Filipino spaghetti sauce is something different from, well, authentic Italian spaghetti because it's sweet. So they put lots of banana ketchup. So they put together banana ketchup and tomato sauce plus the meat, and then lots of what they call this, it's a different kind of cheese, not the regular cheese that Italian do. And the taste is so different, sweet and spicy. Uh, that's called Italian, not Italian, Filipino spaghetti.
Hmm.
It's
I know, I hear
something
about it
else.
because I work with Filipino cook, so they told me about it. So, and same thing when I was in Japan. There
Yes.
is, Napoleon spaghetti. Napoleon spaghetti is made with ketchup, uh, green peppers, and ham, and it's cooked spaghetti, and that's it. You mix it with the ketchup sauce. So
Yes.
it's a typical recipe in Japan. It's so popular.
Popular because they love sweet, 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 sweet. So, Chefy, nowadays, the changes that we can see in pasta today, such as gluten-free and plant-based
Yes.
version.
Oh yeah,
How
there is so many products in the now in business in any store that you can find gluten free, and it's made with vegetable. You can find chickpeas flour, beans flours, any kind of corn flours, rice flour, spaghetti or pasta. So there is so many in the in the store now. They good for people. Unfortunately, they have kind of they have this gluten free. They are gluten free, and they have this kind of allergy, gluten allergy. So it's good to use it. We use a lot of work, and we
yes.
provide to our guests, the option to have that availability in a restaurant. And yeah, it's the result. Of course, as an Italian, for me, it's to eating spaghetti. You the different there is the difference, but at the end, if you really want the pasta, it's a good product. It's a very very good product. I really like it.
Mm, yes. And as we go evolve, people, our pasta also evolve. Our sickness also evolves. So we need to adjust or cater our guests. Like gluten free, what plant based pasta, which is now available all over the world. So, Sheffy, before we go on, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, people, my other podcast, because my Abstract Essay is already in fifth season, Abstract Poetry in second season, and my Book 101 review in fifth season too, Comedy 101 in second season, and of course, our Food 101 with Chef Alessandro is already in fifth season as well. Geography 101 in fourth season, and my baby podcast Law 101 and Mental Health 101. Love Letters in third season, and Movie 101 Review and Music 101 in fourth season, and Science 101 and Sex 101 in its first season. Please listen to them wherever you listen your podcasts. So, Shafi, what do you think pasta has remained a comfort food across generations and cultures?
Well, a little bit of time the pasta evolve, of course, like anything else. So, chef create a new recipe and it's spread around the world. Especially with the new generation, they like to try different things. Like me, I like to keep always traditional as much as possible, but I like to play around too with different products. They
Fusion.
create my fusion, especially on pasta. So, like, for example, we talked already before of seaweed pasta, or paprika pasta, or the curry pasta noodles. There is so many possibility, and as a chef, you try to evolve too, and make our cuisine to get even better, and as much as possible, and make appreciate to everybody the different new tastes coming up.
Yes, definitely. New taste for new century. What is your personal favorite pasta dish, Jeffrey?
My favorite is a matriciana always.
Oh, Tatiana.
My favorite is a short pasta, so it's gotta be like a rigatoni, or it's gotta be a mezze maniche. It's a small
Mm,
rigatoni, and it's gotta be a matriciana, because matriciana or gricia. Gricia, it's a kind of matriciana without tomato. So, but yeah, it's my favorite. Lots of pecorino cheese on top, and that's it. It's a simple dish. That's my favorite.
simple dish, but delicious.
Absolutely delicious.
Yes. So, Shafi, before we say goodbye, can you say to the world, or can you tell the recipe of the sauce of your favorite pasta? How to do it?
No, I can't.
No, you
No, of
can.
course, of
Okay.
course, of course. No, actually, we already have this in our
Food 101.
Food 101. We already did so long
Okay.
ago, many times too. But simple. You got your guanciale, of course. You got
Yes.
your pecorino, you got your tomato. And oh, you have over there. There we go.
Here we go.
I put a
Where
little
we
bit,
are.
just a little touch of onion on it, just to make it, taste a little bit on. and a little splash of vinegar. That's my secret.
Oh, wow.
And that's it. A nice plum Italian plum tomato. Here we go.
Voila. Simple but delicious. And
Yes.
people, we're inviting you to please not listen, to visit our official website of Food 101, www.food101.ca. You can see anything under the sun. So, Sheppy, what they can see on
Oh,
our
yeah.
website?
Well, as many, we put lots of recipe on. So we got soups, we got appetizer, we have main course, we have pasta a lot, and we
Yes.
keep loading more and more and more. So we add more every time.
Yes. So again, people, please do visit www.food101.ca. It's our official website of Food 101. So, Sheffy, to recap or to wrap up our discussion for today, pasta.
Today,
How?
pasta, to
Yes.
the recap is, eat lots of pasta. No, recap,
Yes.
pasta equal, it's a symbol. It's a symbol for us. Like I said before, it's a culture, tradition, and innovation.
Yes. It's tradition, eh? If we say pasta,
You say
oh,
Italy.
Italiano Vero.
Yes.
So, people, once again, thank you so much for being our avid listeners through the years, and from the bottom of our heart, Chef Alessandro and I so grateful for being part of your life. So, Chefy,
People,
see you soon.
thank you.
Thank you, Fitzpat, for being number 11. I hope next week we're number 8. Hoping. Bye, people. Thank you so much.
Bye.